This video is brought to you by PremiumBeat.com. Hey, what's going on internet? It's Josh Noel from SonduckFilm. Welcome to our channel. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. So we have a really fun tutorial today. We're going to be creating these loopable, seamless type of backgrounds with titles. So you're going to be able to create an awesome title sequence that is going to be extremely unique and very artistic. It's just a lot of cool techniques involved in this video that's going to allow you to create these awesome type of title scenes. So before we jump into our tutorial, I want to say thank you to PremiumBeat.com for sponsoring this video. PremiumBeat is a royalty-free music provider for your creative video and motion graphic projects. They have an extremely popular library with thousands of songs to choose from, and they have a very easy in-depth search and menu filter system that allows you to quickly find the best songs for your video. So for your next video project, be sure to check out PremiumBeat.com for your royalty-free music. So all we have here in our tutorial composition is just our title and a unnecessary background. So when you have your title typed out and ready to go, what we need to do is select the title layer and go to Layer Pre-Compose, and we can call this Title Placeholder 1. Click OK. Alright, then what we need to do is we need to double click this composition, go inside of it, and go to Composition, go to Composition Settings, and simply we'll need to just close down the composition size to fit the title. Bring down the height and width, and there you have it. You see how the composition is close around our title, and we'll come back to this in a few moments. So click OK. Then we'll go back into our main composition, and you can see that the composition is closed around our title, and that's great. Then what we're going to want to do is go to Effect, Stylize, and we're going to grab Motion Tile. And from here, we're going to increase the output height and also the output width. And now we have this, repetition of titles here. We can also come here to tile height, and we can bring this down, and also the tile width if we want to bring in even more copies of our title, which is really interesting. And you can even check on mirror edges if you want to create something kind of unique. And obviously we're going to want to animate this, so we can add a keyframe for tile center, and we'll move forward in our timeline, go to like 5 seconds, and we can grab the X or Y values and just kind of move this over. So now we have this very subtle animation of our title, and that's really cool. So now we can start to customize this and make this look really unique. So what we're going to do is make sure our title placeholder is selected, go to Effect, Distort, and we're going to grab Wave Warp. Now you can grab a handful of different other effects, which I'll quickly take a look at here in a second, but we'll grab Wave Warp. With Wave Warp set up here, we can increase the wave width to like 400. So like 450 or so. And then we can increase the wave height to like 120. And then we'll come here to where it says anti-aliasing, best quality set to high. And then we'll come here to wave speed, and we'll set this down to 0. And if you want, you can also come here to pinning and set to all edges. So now we have our animation here with our distortion. However, I want to be able to make this more defined because it just looks distorted. I want to kind of create some shadows here. So we'll do that very easily. So what we'll do is go to Layer, New, Adjustment Layer. And then we'll come here to the rectangle tool, and you can see that there's some divots down here. We can just create a rectangle mask like this and create another one over here. And then we'll go to Effect, Generate Fill, and we can change this color to like a darker gray, kind of like this. And then we can just hit F on keyboard for mask feather, select both the mask, and just feather these out to maybe like 50. And we can of course brighten this up by a little bit, maybe not have it so dark, so we'd like to a medium gray. And if we want, we can create another adjustment layer, and we'll go to Effect, Color Correction, Curves, and we'll increase this by a little bit. And then we'll come here and grab the pen tool, and we'll just draw out like a straight line like this and cover it up. And this is going to create a little bit of like an accent shape here. It adds like a nice texture to this, and kind of breaks it up by a little bit. And we can also bring down the color of our title by a little bit. Maybe go to Effect, Generate Fill, and we'll just make this like a lighter gray. There you go. Perfect. So then you can see that more defined. And then if you want, you can obviously add any text on top of this that might go with what you're trying to say. So this is a really cool technique, and we can move on to another technique really quick. So we'll go ahead and create this look because it's very easy to do so. In this composition, I already have my new title in here, and one thing I want to take a note here is when we go to our text layer, you can see that our composition settings are allowing more room around our title, and that's important when setting up this effect. So if you want to change your settings, just go to composition settings, and you can change those settings in this comp. Then when you're done, go back over to your main comp and make sure the motion tile effect is applied. I haven't touched anything yet. I'm just kind of jumping ahead. So one thing we'll do is come here and bring down the tile height and the tile width to the same size, so we'll go like 22 on both. And then we come here to output height and output width. Nice. Then we'll go up to effect, distort, and we're gonna grab transform. And we'll come here to rotation, and we can rotate this. And we'll go back to motion tile. We'll add a keyframe for tile center and also phase. Move forward to say 5 seconds, and we can just bring down like the Y tile center, and we can set the phase to -7. And then what we can do is grab the rectangle tool here at the top, and then just draw out like a rectangle like this. We could bring in another title layer, make sure both these are centered up. Go to the line tab over here, make sure these are centered, and now you have like another title. And if we want, we can toggle switch the modes, and then we can set the blend mode to like alpha inverted matte. Then you can see right through your title. So it's a really cool technique, a lot you can do here with whatever information you're trying to display, and hopefully a little bit more to come in the future, but this is how it's done. So if you're looking to save a tremendous amount of time and produce high quality work, I highly recommend taking a look at my favorite After Effects and Premiere Pro templates. It's all here on one page, which I will drop this link in the video description below. And these templates range from transitions to animation presets, motion graphic templates, to titles, and tons of other amazing assets. So if you want to check out some of the best After Effects and Premiere Pro projects, that link will be in the description. So that's our tutorial on creating seamless loopable titles inside of After Effects. A lot of cool techniques in this video. I might re-explore this a little bit later, but if you're new to our channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button because we post multiple post-production tutorials every single week right here on the channel. You can also hit me up on my social media networks. Those links are in the video description, and always be creating.